I think a lot of time we overthink it. And like I said, I used to watch a lot of dating coaches and guys online. And I say a lot of these guys will have you looking like this. Like you feel like you're doing a math problem. You trying to talk to this chick, you over here like, I don't got to carry the decimal. And like, one of the main questions I get is, Cole, what should I say? I don't know what to text her. Today we are talking about how you can use body game for your advantage on social media, dating, how to really thrive in this modern dating. Y'all know the deal is basically aka Cole Brown Official. Let's get right into it. So first, you have to put yourself out there. That's the first thing. That's first on the list. This is something I didn't do for a very long time. You know, I had social media, but I wasn't really posting like that. You have to put yourself out there. And this is the same way in person. You know, if let's say you're trying to go to the club and you're trying to pick girls up at the club. If you're that guy that's just sitting in the corner in the dark, you're not going to get options. The guy that gets options is the guy that's socializing. He knows people there. He might be on the dance floor if they have a dance floor. The guy that's out and doing stuff. That's the guy that's going to get options. That's the guy that's going to make eye contact with many women, and they might give him that choosing signal. But if you ducked off in the corner, you can't get any choosing signal. If you're not posting on social media, showing some of your life, you can't get choosing signals, right? And I know a lot of guys complain about social media like, oh, it ruined women, and it kind of has. You know, a lot of these women are social media junkies, and they're talking to multiple guys. But how can you use social media for your advantage? Let's not just focus on the negative side of social media. Let's ask, how can you thrive with social media? So first, take good photos. Take good photos. Now, you don't have to go hire a photographer. That will definitely help. You know, my brother is very nice with the camera, so that's what I did. You know, if you don't have a friend with the camera, find somebody with the best, newest iPhone and just take photos. Throw on little fits, change, take a couple photos. Like I said, you don't have to go spend $200, $300 on a photo shoot. If you have the money like that, do it. It's definitely going to help. So first, you have to put yourself out there. I know I'm not the biggest fan of social media. It might seem like I am, but I'm not. You know, I don't keep my notifications on because I've seen like a lot of people just get sucked up, just get addicted to scrolling all day. Like, I never wanted to be like that. And I've dated girls where they like checking every 5 seconds. Oh, who liked my photo? Who liked my photo? I don't like that type of energy. I don't even like to be around women like that. So that's first and foremost. Make sure to put yourself out there. Now let's talk about texting. When it comes to dating apps, a lot of guys say, Cole, I don't know what to say. Look at her page. Look at her page. And even when it comes to Instagram, it's a lot easier to slide up on something she's posting instead of just coming in there with nothing. Just, hey, how you doing? You're pretty, you're cute, you're beautiful, whatever you may say. It's a lot easier just to start the conversation. And even in person, this is how I prefer to do it. You know, I seen one guy in my comment section last video. Guys are so negative, and y'all focus on the worst, the worst of life. It's very depressing when I think about it. But I do say, oh, a guy asked a girl about her tattoos and her boyfriend offed him or something like that. And it's like, bro, I asked a girl about her tattoo a week ago at the gym, and I'm still here. You know, maybe bro went about it the wrong way. I don't know. But I think that's the best way to start a conversation in real life and on social media. You know, even on dating apps. Like, look at her prompts. You know, I think Hinge is probably the best dating app. But dating apps definitely have their flaws. A lot of these girls on dating apps are straight attention 304s. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So even on the dating app, you want to look at her prompts, what she's saying, and try to go off something of her prompt. You know, I'm conversating about something stupid. It's like when I went to this girl at the gym, would I ask her about her tattoo? Do I really care about her tattoo? No, I'm just starting up conversations instead of being like, hey, I think you're cute. I mean, if you want to do that, if you want to be straightforward, go by any means. It's really not that deep. And I remember one dude was like, oh, don't be like cold-hearted Cam and you just talking about other people. It's like, sometimes it's hard not to talk about other creators, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I see some goofball shit like every single day. I see something every single day. And it's like, each time I see stuff, and I'm just like, bro, what are they doing? I'm like, what are they doing, bro? Like, sometimes it's hard not to say something. I'll be honest with y'all. Because, like, they make dating like it's such a science, and oh, first you need to do this, first you need to do that, then you got to goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all over here on a date looking like it's a math problem. It's like, slow down, my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know some dudes like, oh, just be you. It's like, to a certain extent, you just gotta be you, be the best version of you. But it's like, some dudes be like, oh, then I gotta do this, then I gotta do that, then I gotta do this. It's like, slow down, you doing too much. And even what's his name? Mystery. I never read the book, but I've heard it's like there's stories that he memorized so he could go tell them on a date. And it's just like, to me, that's lame. I'm be honest with y'all. To me, that is super lame to memorize a story so I can tell it to a girl. This fake story that I'm gonna tell to this girl. And it's like, me just living life, I have stories that are real, you know? I have real stories that I can tell women. And that's what I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell her a real story, not some fake story that I memorized. I don't know, to me, that's lame, that's fake. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go on these days telling these fake stories, and then when you end up with a fake woman, you complaining about it. That's what doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I tell you guys to get outside and live life, like have real experience. You know, I might be young, but it's like I still have real stories. You know, the story about my roommates, I tell that story all the time. Because a lot of girls I talk to, they either had roommates or they have roommates right now. And it usually comes up. Or I might tell stories about girls I used to date to these girls. You know, now you got to be careful with that to a certain extent. But it's just like, dude, I have real stories. I'm not memorizing. I'm not faking stuff. Like, that's lame to me. And a lot of these creators, they have you thinking like, and when you get on dating apps, don't take it too serious, bro. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Sometimes you need to relax. When it's like sprinting. You know, I ran track, so we gonna use. I'm gonna connect this to track. The best runner, the 100-meter record holder is Usain Bolt. If you look at Usain Bolt when he run, he's relaxed. You need to relax to perform at a higher level, because you all tensed up, you all flexed up. Now you're a little bit slower. So relax. Don't take it too serious. Like, have fun with it. You know, they say in the Bible, it says, suffer fools gladly. I'm telling y'all to suffer 3 or 4s gladly too. Like, don't take this stuff too serious, bro. You know, and I think that's why a lot of guys are like, oh, it's so stressful dating. And no. Like, chill, my boy. Don't waste too much time. Don't invest too much. And just try to enjoy it. You know, when you go on that date, don't be so focused on, oh, I hope she likes me. I hope it goes good. It's like, nah. Let's say you go on an ice cream. Oh, I mean, I hope this ice cream is good. You know, that's why I hope this ice cream about to be hitting, because I already know it is. She qualifies for me. That's how I look at it. A lot of y'all like, oh, I hope she likes me. I hope do. Like, you focus on all the wrong stuff. And like I said, you go to the place that you want to go to. Even when it came to like any date, bro. Like I said, even when chicks will flake on me, I'm still going and doing whatever I wanted to do before. I remember one time I went on a date to go get boba, and the girl had canceled on me. Like, she flaked on me, didn't show up. Man, I called up the homie. I said, you trying to hit the gym? He like, I'm here right now. I said, I'll be there in 5 minutes, because the boba place was right beside the gym. I was there 5 minutes later working out with the homie. It's like, I didn't waste that much time. Maybe 10 minutes of my life. I wasn't tripping like that. You know, I wasn't tripping like that. But that's how you gotta move, man. Don't put your all into it. Stop overthinking it. Stop. And that's why, like, it's hard not to talk stuff about people online, because there's so many dudes in the dating scene that are like, ooh. Like, they breaking it down like it's a science problem. It's like, there's certain art to it. Be your own self. Be real to yourself, man. Don't be memorizing these stories and, oh, I got to do this, and then I got to check on my phone before I put my arm around her and stuff like that. It's like, that shit is lame to me. That shit is lame. And then y'all overthinking it. I'm like, boy, no wonder why these dudes are so stressed out. Understand the female nature. I'm not here to get mad about the female nature. I'm here to understand the female nature. And certain parts of the female nature we don't like, certain parts of the male nature they don't like. It's kind of like a going back and forth. You know, a lot of these guys have a very hard time staying solid with one woman, staying monogamous. A lot of guys would cheat if they have the option to cheat. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I done seen it many times. That's not saying that I don't know some solid brothers that like really held it down for their chick. I do. But I know a lot of brothers that are lying too. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of these guys are only as faithful as their options. And see, when a woman hears that, she doesn't like that. And when we hear certain things about a woman, we don't like that either. We might hear that she already know who's next. That's true a lot of time. These women, you know, it might end. She be with a new dude within the next 2-3 weeks. That's the case a lot of times. But it's like, when that happens, I'm not mad. I understand it. That's part of her nature. And I'm not giving it a pass. I'm just saying, most of these women, it's hardwired in her to focus on her offspring. So she gonna go and find your replacement. A lot of times she already know who your replacement is. Does it sound good? No. But that's what it is. I'm not here to get mad about it. I'm here to understand and adapt and enjoy my time. And that's what you guys got to do with the social media. I know a lot of guys will complain about, oh, social media this, social media that. How can you use social media for your advantage? That's what we need to focus on. So take photos, take good photos. Try to build a following. You know, and this is why I tell you guys, get outside your house, have some hobbies. When you have hobbies, you can show off what you do, what you like to do. If you've been working out for a long time, you can post your workouts every now and then. See, I've really been slacking lately when it comes to posting my workouts. But it's like, dude, when I was posting on a consistent basis, me in the gym, best believe there was chicks sliding on me. There was chicks sliding on me on a consistent basis. In my DMs, hard in my stories. You have to put yourself out there so she can choose you. A lot of you guys are on social media. You don't post anything. You just like reels. You leave little comments every now and then, and that's it. You don't have any photos up. You don't have a profile photo. Nobody even know who you are. And then you try to DM a chick and be surprised she doesn't respond to you. Because there's guys that take social media more serious. There's guys that take photo shoots. There's guys that take their physique serious. And they show off their physique. So she sees this guy and then she sees you and you don't have any posts. Why would she even respond to you? You have to be real with yourself, man. So that's what I would say, man. The easiest way to slide on the chick is just slide up on her story. If she posts something, slide up on her story. You can come direct, but I don't really like to come direct. I would prefer to like slide up on the chick story, or like I say, even on Hinge, it might be like a prompt. Find something you connect with, and the conversation gonna flow a lot better. But I don't even try to text all that much. I don't like texting at all because I have an issue with texting a lot of times because I can text kind of the way I talk. Like, I'm a very blunt person. But when I'm in person, I can explain things well so a girl doesn't get offended. But I have had many girls get offended when I'm texting them back and forth. So I don't even like texting all that much. I try to keep it to the bare minimum. Send 4 or 5 texts. I try to send voice messages and stuff like that. I'll hop on a call. And usually once I hop on a call or FaceTime, they're like, okay, this dude's not a weirdo. And then you get on that date. You know, and my experience, bro, like, once I get a girl on a date, I pretty much got her 9 times out of 10. Yeah, most time I get a girl on a date, I say 99 times out of 100, like, I got her. Like, she's into me. Like, but when I'm going back and forth texting a girl, dog, there's been so many girls I've been texting and it leads to nothing. Like, a lot of these girls, oh, I want to text for a month before I meet up. Like, knock that stuff off, dog. I don't have time to be texting a girl back and forth for a whole month. For what? Oh, I want to get to know him. You don't get to know somebody good over text. You know, work on your conversation skills. Work on hopping on calls with the girls. That's what I'm saying. If you have no experience at all, just look at it as practice, dog. The only way you get better at something is doing it over and over and over again. So even if you're suffering, even if you're not performing well when it comes to dating, start talking to more girls. Start trying to hop on more calls. Try to, you know, you don't have to talk to this girl all night long, but hop on a 30-minute call. Get them reps in, dog. It's just like the gym. It's just like the gym. The more you do it, the better you get. The stronger you get. So that's what I would say, man. When it comes to texting, try to keep it to the bare minimum. Try to respond to something that she's doing. You know, try to find something that y'all connect with. Yes, you can DM a girl, hey, how you doing? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Where are you from? It really doesn't matter all that much. If she's interested in you, if she sees your profile and she's like, dang, he's hot. He's just my type. It really doesn't matter all that much what you say. You know, and it's what you realize. Like, some guys, it's really crazy. Some guys could get away with certain things that a woman would consider sexual harassment. It really just depends on who the guy is. You know, I done seen some crazy stuff, though. I done seen some crazy stuff. I remember when we were on the cruise, man. Them islanders, they be on some other stuff, bro. I done seen the videos online, but I never seen it in real life. Man, I'm talking about dudes just be grabbing chicks to ramming them in the back. And I'm just like, what in the world? Jumping on chicks and just like chicks on the floor and they still thrusting. Like, it should be insane. Now, some of these chicks, I guess that's how they get down in the islands. You know, what do I know? I think it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they get down. So let's say a super ugly busted guy start thrusting her from the back. She might not be with it. But if the right guy comes behind her, she all the way with it. He can do whatever he wants to, damn near. You know, so you realize different guys have different rules. they get different treatment, dog. That's just the reality of it. Keep the texting to a minimum. Make sure to take good photos. Post your progress. You know, now you don't have to have a whole bunch of shirtless photos, because you can definitely overdo it. You know, that's why I had issues. That's why I run into a lot of issues. People think I'm just like a straight douchebag. Oh, he's all into himself. He's arrogant. He's cocky. Because I got a lot of shirtless photos. But it's like, I was training people. That's what I was known for being in good shape. So it's like, why wouldn't I post this? I've been at this for 10, 11 years. Am I really that much of a douchebag for posting 2 or 3 shirtless photos a year? You know, but that's the way some people are going to look at you. So definitely don't overdo it with the shirtless photos. I'd say the best way to really show off your physique, if you're at the lake, let's say you're fishing, make sure to take a couple shirtless photos. Maybe you holding a big catfish and you got your shirt off. Show off that physique. Or maybe you're like at the beach. Maybe you're at like some type of water park. When you get an opportunity where you have a shirt off and it's just like normal for you to have your shirt off there, make sure to take some photos. Make sure to take some photos. This is the world we live in, man. Like, a lot of y'all can complain, oh, I don't like posting on Instagram. I don't care about social media. This is the way the world is going. These women do care about social media. And I will say, you know, there's still that small group of women that don't care about social media at all. There is women out here like that. That is definitely, definitely a very small group. And I watched a Big Hurt video the other day, and he was saying how, you know, you have to try harder than ever to really find a solid woman. And she's gonna really be ducked off. You know, she's not gonna be the girl that posts on social media every week. She's not gonna be the girl with 50,000 followers on Instagram. She's not gonna be the girl on all these dating apps. Like, she's gonna be the girl that's ducked off, and you have to approach her, and she might kind of seem standoffish, but then you have to really wear her down over time, and then over time she's open up to you. You know, that's gonna be the most solid woman. You know, because I realize Miami, LA, New York, these type of women in these cities, a lot of these chicks are like the boss babe types. I know that, you know, and I get a lot of backlash when I like speak positively about women, but I'm like, dog, we have our flaws too. There's certain parts of the male nature the woman doesn't like, and there's certain parts of the female nature we don't like. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not here to pick sides so I can get more views and clicks, you know? I'm not here to do that. I'm here to be real about it. You know, but I realize like a lot of women in America, especially the major cities, they're not solid for the long term. They're not solid for the long term. So location definitely plays a role. And even on online dating, like if you're in Miami or LA, it's going to be a lot easier to get hookups. It's going to be a lot easier to get hookups. But at the same time, these women probably aren't going to be as solid when it comes to long term. I'd say the 2 women I've been around, and like it was super quick, like, okay, this woman could be a good mother. She could be a good wife. Now I dealt with both these chicks very, very short term. It was the girl from Norway, and it was a girl from Pennsylvania. And I think it's just the atmosphere they grew up in, the culture they grew up in. You know, the girl in Pennsylvania, she was like very respectful. Both of them very respectful, very nice, very sweet. You know, it's like I couldn't see either of these girls like yelling at me or cussing at me at all. Like, nah. I remember I asked a girl from Pennsylvania, I said, have you ever like, you know, she told me about her boyfriend and her ex. And I asked her if she ever hit a man. She's like, no, I would never. Like, she looked at me like I was crazy for even asking this question. And I said, well, have you ever like argued with your man or yelled at your man? She's like, no, I would never yell at my man. And she like really meant that. I would never cuss at my man. She really meant that. She's like, yeah, sometimes I can be a little petty, do some subtle things, but no, I would never like cuss at. No, I'll never cuss at a man. You know? And it's because the way she was raised, and a woman from Norway, she was like very sweet, very the same way. Like, I couldn't see the girl from Norway like cussing at me and trying to hit me. Like, that's not reality. But I can find a lot of chicks in Miami that will hit me upside my head if I say the wrong thing. You know, that's just being real about it, man. So location definitely plays a role. Realize when you get on these dating apps, most of these women are going to be short term. That's just what it is. I'm not here to complain. I'm just here to report the facts to you guys. You know, so I always say, like, don't focus on the negative, man. Like, when dudes like, oh, one dude asked a girl about her tattoos and he got off. So it's like, bro. It's like, bro, why are you so focused on the negative stuff? Like, these like the people that watch them murder shows all day and then they continuously like peeking out the window, bro. I got people in my family like that. Like, stop it. Stop it. You're overdoing it, my boy. So just the main gist of this, man, is present yourself well online. Social media matters. This is the way things are going. Take a good photo shoot, man. I have money for a photographer. Get your friends. Your friend might have a camera. Get the newest iPhone. Your friend might have the newest iPhone. Go take some photos. Show off the physique, but you want to show off the physique in a very subtle way. You know, post on your stories. You working out. You doing stuff. You're living life. You know, I know a lot of guys don't care about social media, but this is the way it's going. When you have a very well presented social media, it's like you're advertising. You might have a crazy physique, but if you're continuously hiding it when you dress, you got these loose clothes on, you never post your physique online, you can't take full advantage of it. And I don't train for women, but even if when you train for yourself, you can still get the fruits of your labor when it comes to women. Like I said, a lot of these women, when it comes to social media, when it comes to online, these aren't going to be the most solid women, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying you can't find a solid woman off Instagram, off Hinge, but it's just not as likely. You know, that woman that never touched Hinge, never touched Tinder, never touched Bumble, she probably the most solid one out of all these women. But the vast majority of women have touched Instagram. They're on social media and stuff like that. So you have to adapt with the times. You can complain, but you're going to miss out. You know? And when it comes to texting, just try to spark up a conversation of something she's doing. Find where y'all relate to, you know? Like I said, on Hinge, you might slide up on her story. She might say, oh, I like fried pickles. And just slide up. So we can agree this place has the best fried pickles, right? And it might just be something that simple, dog. Don't overthink it. I think a lot of time we overthink it. And like I said, I used to watch a lot of dating coaches and guys online. And I say a lot of these guys will have you looking like this. Like you feel like you're doing a math problem. You trying to talk to this chick, you over here like, I don't got to carry the decimal and like, chill, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, a certain part of dating is science, but like I said, it's really an art, dog. And when you do it in an art, you have to express yourself in the best way. You're going to perform your best when you true to yourself. Like I said, man, the best sprint of all time, Usain Bolt. If you see him when he broke the record, he doesn't even look like he was running full speed. He's relaxed. Relax, dog, and you're going to perform at a higher level. You care way too much. You need to care, but some of y'all caring way too much. Relax, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So put yourself out there more. Take good photos. When it comes to texting, try to keep it to a minimum. Try to go back and forth on some things y'all relate to. Send a couple voice messages. Try to hop on a call. Keep it short. And then set up that date. Set up that date, man. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. Like I said, I was super awkward first couple dates I went on a couple years ago. And I was like, it's a breeze to me. It's a breeze to me, man. And I like to go on dates where we're not just sitting down. The date I went on last week, it's like we went and got boba, then we went on a walk. Like that's my type of date. We do something and we're moving around. We're doing something, you know, maybe like bowling. Whatever you like to do, man. I like the gym too. You know, I say a lot of guys say, oh, the gym is a terrible date. To me, that was a good date because I might go to the gym, see people I know. That's social proof. I need to get my workout in anyways. Or going to the trails, I need to get my steps in anyway. So cool, boom, it all works out. You know, so I hope y'all enjoyed the video. That's how you use Body Game for your advantage. Post stories, post thirst traps every now and then. And when it comes to the thirst traps, I was really going crazy on Snapchat back in the day. And I would only select women to see my story because I was having a lot of guys hate on me. I had a lot of gay guys slide on me, dog. I was getting tired of gay guys trying to slide on me. So I was like, you know what? Only women can see these stories. So I like made my own private Snap just for women. Not like no OF stuff, but like just, you know, I post thirst traps occasionally so only women can see it. But make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch y'all boys